So I wanted to make a quick video as the Young Turks have been talking about yachts again, and Betsy DeVos and her yacht that was damaged. I made a video about it a little while ago. I'll put the link underneath if you haven't seen it. But anyway, they made another video, and let's take a look at what they've said.
But it did, luckily, begin an investigation by great reporters like David Sirota, who looked into the Sequest to see why it was flying a flag for the Cayman Islands, which indicates that this yacht is registered with the Cayman Islands. So what does that mean? So, for instance, registering a yacht in a locale like the Caymans under what has come to be known as the flag of convenience allows those American yacht owners to effectively characterize themselves as foreigners for tax purposes, thereby avoiding the obligation of paying the standard levies. So
you're not going to get any of the normal protections you would get under American law because she's a trader who's under Cayman Islands law. Leave, take your yacht, get on your yacht, okay, and go to the Cayman Islands if that's where you want to live. If you live here, you have to abide by our laws.
Whilst that story is true, it's accurate. Well, as far as I know, the yacht is registered in the Cayman Islands, so that part of the story is accurate. The problem I have with the story is they talked about it like she's the only person who ever did it, and that makes her a bad person. The practice of flags of convenience actually started in the United States, but it's been going since the 1920s. In the 1920s, it's companies in the United States who were frustrated with paying all of these taxes decided to start registering their ships in Panama. That's one of the, still to this day, one of the popular places to register your ship. So they started to do that in the 1920s. Regardless of what you think of her as a person for doing those things, you know, she has registered a yacht in a foreign country to avoid paying taxes. That's a fact. The problem I have is that it's not an unusual occurrence. People do this all the time. What they generally do is they, instead of registering the yacht as their own yacht, they register it to a company, and that company is registered overseas, and that's how they get around registering the yacht in the United States or in whichever country they're from. The reason why they do this is the flag of convenience. The reason why they use it is, like they said in the stories, that it saves them paying for certain taxes. Also, if they charter the vessel, which a lot of these people do, because the yachts are sat there doing nothing for a lot of time, so they charter these vessels out, so they hire them out or rent them out, and the money they make on that is not liable for income tax because it's being funneled through that country. It's registered to that country, so they're not paying income tax in Cayman Islands, and they're not paying income tax in the United States. So, as an example to show that she's not the only one doing it, I've got a few people on the list here. Paul Allen, he's the partner of Bill Gates from Microsoft. He owns a couple of yachts. I've done videos on that in the past as well. He owns a yacht called, his most high-profile yacht is called Octopus. That is registered in the Cayman Islands. Obviously, he's a United States citizen. Another person, American business magnate, Sheldon Adelson. He owns Queen Miri, named after his wife, I believe. It's a 92-meter yacht, which you can charter for 1.9 million euros a week. Now, his yacht is registered in the Marshall Islands. Ever heard of that place? Probably not. So some of the popular flags for flags of convenience are Cayman Islands, obviously, Panama, Bahamas, the Marshall Islands, and Bermuda. Larry Ellison, he's the co-founder of Oracle. He owns a 88-meter yacht called Musashi, and that's registered in the Cayman Islands. Larry Ellison also, he used to own a big yacht called Rising Sun, 138-meter yacht, huge thing. He sold it to a chap called David Geffen, and David Geffen used to co-own a company called DreamWorks with Steven Spielberg and Jeffrey Katzenberg. Jeffrey Katzenberg when they sold that company, Jeffrey Katzenberg, he started a new company called WNDRCO. I don't know what that stands for, whether it's an acronym, but that's the company he owns. Now, this company just bought a big stake in TYT, in the Young Turks.